Hello everyone, welcome to the Indian Game Journal. Today we are having someone special as a guest speaker. His story is really inspiring and a different one. He has started his journey as a college dropout, working in a motorcycle garage, and then before jumping into the Indian gaming industry, which we are seeing today. He has instrumental contribution in the Indian gaming ecosystem. And if we see his profile, it's a complete surreal of the Indian gaming industry. He is none other than Mr. Manav Arya. Mr. Manav, it's our pleasure welcoming you on board on our YouTube channel, the Indian Game Journal.
Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. So Mr. Manav has around 18 years of experience in the field of Indian gaming, which is diversified right from Disney, PayTM and Junglee Games. He has worked in so many companies that are popular. He had started everything from scratch and successfully led the company very popular and generated a good amount of revenue. Now he is the founder and CEO of his company Tetrafolia Skill Games, now which is also building up a platform called Fun2 and all. So his story and journey is something worth watching. So hopefully this time in IGDC he is invited as a speaker. So it is exciting for us as an audience to showcase that, and we want our audience to get the best out of this opportunity, and we wish that Mr. Manav could guide the audience in the same direction, especially for the newcomers who are thinking to step forward in this industry. Once again, welcome to the Indian Game Journal, sir.
Thank you. Glad to be here. And you mentioned this. I also realized that I'm speaking at IGDC after 10 years. Last time I spoke there was 2015. So time does fly. I just realized that.
Correct, sir. So from here onwards, Anantu will take over the interactive session with you. All the best, sir.
Good evening and welcome, sir. So, Mr. Manav Arya, we are very glad to have you here today in the Indian Game Journal session. And it is such an effort that you have put to, be here today. And we really appreciate that you are here with us, giving our audience what, the industry's most leading personalities are about to and what they are up to.
Right. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. So now, sir, talking about 18 years of experience in the industry, our audience would like to know, how was this journey been? Like, can you share this experience with our audience?
Wow, I mean, it's definitely been a long journey now that you say it, but it was definitely an accidental kind of journey for me. I got very lucky. I didn't really plan to have a career in games because back when I started, there was no gaming industry. So just the thought of having a career in game was so exciting. So there was a gaming company CEO who had come to a garage that I used to run, and he offered me a job, and I was like, of course I would love to work in games, right? So that's how I ended up starting from the bottom. I have basically done everything. I've done QA, level design, game design, associate producer, product manager, business head, and now founder and CEO. So I've gone through that whole kind of cycle. Very lucky to get in when I could. Back then there was not much opportunities. Right now the industry is so different and it's so vast. Like for people like me who've been around for such a long time, it's always really exciting to see. So for me, like your colleague introduced, I started in console games. That time console games used to be like 1 or 2 years production schedule, and very big budget games, very big teams, right? Like we had I think almost like 50-60 people team, and we used to work directly with Sony at that time, and Sony Europe and Sony Japan. So and working for 2 years on one game, working 15 hours a day, that was a very different world, very different time. From then moved on, like mobile gaming and Facebook games got really popular. So I worked on mobile freemium games, mobile premium games, and finally, I started working in skill games, real money games. and then I went into Web3. Play and earn, play to earn, those kind of concepts like crypto games, which I was running a startup based out of London. And now finally, I'm building my own gaming company where we're trying to experiment and get new kinds of game formats to India, right?
Exactly. Coming to that, sir, I was about to come to this point that, working with the biggest names like, Junglee Games, PayTM Games, and, Disney, what was the motive behind, starting your new initiative or a new venture, what do you call it?
So I think that's just eventually any career ladder, when you climb it, it ends up where I have ended up. Like, it's nothing exceptional, I think. Starting at PayTM First Games, working in Disney, these were amazing opportunities that I was lucky to get, because I moved and I had so much different variety. So I was very lucky to be in these places, build up businesses from scratch. And I think that experience is what led me to where I am right now. It was just, I was lucky to get the opportunities that I had, and it's ended up over here where now I'm trying to figure out and build something of my own.
Amazing, sir. And talking about IGDC, sir, we are so thrilled to have you as a speaker in the first go. And then for the audience and us, we would really love to know, what do you look forward at, IGDC, or what are you excited about IGDC this year?
I'm always most excited about meeting all my industry friends every year, and I've been, I think, doing this for a very, very, very long time now. I think that has always been the best part, is the community. The Indian gaming community is very close. I've been lucky to be a part of that community for a very long time. In fact, I can now say that I'm more of the older guys now on the way out, but every year meeting all these young kids, they're doing so much innovative work, right? So I think the community is the best part about IGDC always. The organizers and everything, it's been like family. Coming there every year is like something you look forward to, like when you celebrate a festival and you travel, to stay at your parents' house. It's like a feeling like that for me.
Amazing. And what about this time, it is happening at Chennai rather than Hyderabad, like how it used to be every year?
It's super exciting actually, because, Hyderabad has been happening for a while. Before that, the format used to be every year, it used to be in a different city. So there was that certain excitement. So I love Chennai. I've been there a few times. The people there are amazing, and there's so much culture in terms of food, in terms of they have racetracks there. I'm really into racing. So
wow. I'm
actually excited now that IGDC has changed its venue, and we'll get to rediscover IGDC all over again.
Yes, sir. Very, very nice to know that. And this time, we are seeing more and more people joining us. Even after a huge, ban in the industry of real money gaming, still we haven't lost the hope in the gaming industry. I can see that, and the hype is still maintained, and hope to see you there also. And so now we move to our next session. Okay, so I'll be asking the most Google search question about the gaming industry to you. Yeah, so coming to the first question, sir, what we have noticed, a lot of people have searched about this. For our viewers who aspire to build a career in gaming, right? So what are the most crucial skills they need to, achieve success in this industry?
I think the biggest skill that has worked for me is constant learning. Gaming industry has always been on cutting edge of technology. Like if you see any industry, gaming industry has been one industry that's been on the cutting edge always. And one of the key skill I always tell people is have a learning mindset and open mindset, because you might be an expert in something, but next year completely new thing might come in.
Exactly.
And I have seen this happen so many times, that I have adopted that thought process that being an expert in something might not be as important as having a mindset to learn new things and that curiosity, of learning things. I think that's the skill that I always look for in people, and I would say key would be a core skill to work on.
Nice, sir. I hope that my audience will be satisfied with that answer. And coming to the next thing, Sir, what is your advice for an individual looking to get their foot in the gaming industry for the first time? Like the way how you landed here. Like apart from that, the luck. What would you suggest?
See, luck is equal for everyone. Remember that.
Yeah. I agree.
Factor about luck is, I think there are a lot of people that work hard in the world.
Yes.
I think there are a lot of people who don't work hard also. But if you are lucky and you don't work hard, it's not going to work for you. You have to work really hard and you have to have a little bit of luck. Everyone gets the same amount of luck. Nature is fair and equal.
Yes.
My answer for this has always been the same. I think now for the last almost 2 decades now is the best way to get in is by building something.
Okay.
We live right now in the age of AI, generative AI, game engines and tools. There is no
Limitation
on creativity.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then when it was like during my time, you had to buy a 30,000 euro dev kit to even build a game.
Understood.
Right? And
Yes.
30,000 euro was not even yearly income of people during that time, right?
Exactly.
So, now the barrier of entry is gone. So the real thing is your creativity and your ability. Because of all the noise, I think the best way to get into the industry is express yourself, be authentic.
Yes.
Not everyone is a programmer, not everyone is an artist, but everyone has some thoughts, right?
Yes, sir.
People who are working in the industry, they are not going to judge your work in terms of, oh, it's not as polished as something that we would create, right? Of course not. What we look at is the process through which you got to build whatever you build, right?
Yes.
Your thought process.
Yeah.
We try to figure that out. So build anything. It can be a game design document. It can be a game prototype. It can be a generative AI video. It can be, whatever you want. The point is, depending on what vertical inside gaming you want to get in, you want to be a producer, you want to be a designer, you want to be a tester. It should be relevant to that field, and it should be a project that you bring your own unique kind of insights to. I think that would always be the best way, like to approach and break into gaming.
Okay, wonderful, sir. I hope my audiences really will be, finding this helpful to get their, head around the industry, and then they can their first step into the industry with these advices. And I find a lot of people coming, forward asking how this kind of, first step is done towards the industry. Then I find examples like you yourself, like, getting into the industry, how your journey was and all. This is very inspiring for the newcomers. I have seen a lot of people coming to me, wanting to connect to people like the personalities like you, sir. And thank you so much for having, staying a part of the Indian community itself. Because, nowadays, if you see a lot of people are like, shifting, going abroad, settling down. Yeah.
I got very lucky, man. I think the best designers, producers from India left India. So
Yes,
I
sir.
became like one of the good ones because there were so many way more talented people, my colleagues like Sailesh, Krishna, like you guys will not know them, but these were guys who were the OGs of the industry who ended up leaving and going to Europe. I don't blame them, but there are more than enough opportunities here actually, and even more so than it has ever been.
Yes, sir. We really appreciate that effort of, staying back in the country, staying back in the homegrown place, and, like working for the industry. Even though you know that this industry is just, popping up, and there will be a lot of struggles in the industry, journey of this.
Struggle is everywhere.
Yes, sir.
You can't, that's not a reason, right?
Yes.
You don't want to remember your career as an easy career.
Yeah.
Right? You want to remember your career of learning. You want to remember a career of adventure. You have to be open. Like a lot of people, when they come up to me and they ask me, oh wow, you work in gaming, it's so cool and all. It eats up my head also. It's a real, gaming is a very stressful, one of the most difficult industries you can work in. I'm not kidding. I say this to people laugh it off, but gaming is not an easy field to be successful in. It's a very difficult, and there's a reason that people who work in gaming are so sought after, because they're the best of any discipline.
Yes.
You have to be, otherwise it's a very it will chew you up and you will not survive. So although it sounds really cool and fun, it's a very serious business, and it's one of the toughest industries in the world. Like, ask anyone.
Yes, sir. I completely agree with you, sir. I've been around in this industry now, so I can completely agree with what you're saying right now. And now, sir, I'll go ahead towards our next session, where we are going to do a small rapid fire session, sir. You just have to give me one word answer for like the questions which I'm going to ask. All right, sir?
Sure.
Let's go ahead. Yeah. So, sir, what was the first game that you ever fell in love with?
I think it was Need for Speed 2 SE.
Wow. Wow.
This was back, I think, 1995.
Right. So, yes, sir. Now going to the next question. If you would have any superpower in a game, what would it be?
Superpower in a game?
Yeah.
I think always jetpacks is the best superpower, right? Because everyone wants to fly.
Are you explorer type or like...
Well, I think my answers should speak for themselves.
Amazing, sir. And the next question is, sir, what's a game you think which is overrated to the current trend, actually, like taken in recent years?
Yes. Some of the overrated, I think Call of Duty has become very overrated, and I don't enjoy it. I used to be a very big Call of Duty fan,
Okay.
but only till Modern Warfare 3.
Okay.
After that, I think it's just fallen off a cliff. All of them are the same, and they're so expensive. I mean, yeah, super overhyped to me.
Okay.
I've stopped playing them.
Following to that, what would be the underrated one?
Browser-based games nowadays have become very underrated. They're actually... Now with modern computers, you can play full console-like games on browsers.
Very, very nice to know that. And yes, sir. So now, since we are, running out of the time, so I would just want to, wrap up this session with one question. Like, what is that advice you want to give, after having a session with our team, like the Indian Game Journal, like, people who are starting such an initiative to, spread the right awareness about the industry? What would be your advice towards us as well as the audience for us?
I think one advice that I would give you guys is we live in a world with a lot of noise.
Yes.
Right? There's just... People's attention span has gone to crap because of Instagram.
Yeah.
And you can see that, right? People are not able to engage or have real conversations or have meaningful dialogue about anything. I think what you guys really need to is have your own unique perspective and stay true to it.
Yes.
I think to break through that noise, because otherwise you'll face the same challenge as any new game, right? You can make the best game in the world, but if people don't download and play it and experience it, what's the use? So in a world with a lot of signal to noise ratio being so bad, I would say be authentic, and stay true to your mission. And I definitely think you'll get grand success.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Those words means a lot to us, actually. So now I'll call upon Alka to bind up the session, sir.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much on behalf of our entire team of the Indian Game Journal for joining us here today and guiding the audience in the right way. We are excited to see you there in IGDC and also share your clips with our audience. And thank you so much again for taking out your precious time and giving this with the audience as well as to us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me, guys.